In the fascinating book, O Jerusalem, co-authored by Dominique Lapierre and Larry Collins, who write about the struggle for the Old City in 1948, in the very beginning of the book appears the following fascinating story, which captures to my mind the essence of what Yom Yerushalayim is all about. Indeed, it was at the last day of the British Mandate in May 1948, as the official British presence was finally leaving the Old City, that the major from the Suffolk Regiment knocked on the door in Orachaim Street in the Old City of the elder civilian and citizen of the Old City, Rabbi Mordechai Weingarten. Weingarten comes to the door and he sees this British major. And the following conversation ensues. He says to him, Rabbi Weingarten, it has not been for 1800 years since the Jewish people have had the keys to Jerusalem. I hereby hand you these keys. Weingarten takes the key and with fear and trepidation, excitement, makes the bracha, Shechianu v'kiyamanu v'giyanu lazman hazeh. Of course, the Old City would fall to the Jordanians in 1948, and the Jewish people had to wait another 19 years, a small price to pay after almost 2000. And it was, as we all know, on the third day of the war, remarkably, that the Jewish people returned since the time of Titus as a sovereign people to our holy, eternal capital. We all know that on 2 occasions, the Israeli government sent messengers to Hussein, pleading with him not to enter the war, both before the war and even after he started shelling Jerusalem, said, if you stop, we will not retaliate. With no choice, Israel retaliated on the 3rd day of the war, returned to the Old City, the Temple Mount, the Kotel HaMaravi. How privileged we are all to live in such a generation where we have davened for thousands of years that we should return, and how every Chatan and Kala, breaking a glass all over the world, remembering the destruction of Yerushalayim, have said, echoing the words of Jeremiah, Od Yishama Ba'arei Yehuda, it will come a time, V'chotzot Yerushalayim, Kol Sason Kol Chatan, Kol Sason V'Kol Simcha, that the voice of the Chatan and Kala and happiness will once again be in the streets of Yerushalayim. We have to pinch ourselves how fortunate we are today to be in such a predicament in the wonderful, growing, beautiful city of Jerusalem, to appreciate the miracle every day. Yom Yerushalayim Sameach.